In the Heart of the Word, reflections by Father Joseph Mary, SCTJM, on the daily readings from the Holy Mass, Friday of the 29th week of Ordinary Time, the Sign of Peace.
God bless you, dear family. Today in the Heart of the Word, Jesus tells the crowds, "You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. Why do you not know how to interpret the present time?" My brothers and sisters, we live in very troubled times. Our hearts are broken as war rages in the Holy Land and in Gaza, as we mourn the deaths of so many innocent men, women, and children, and the horrific actions which led to the war. Jesus is asking us in the Gospel if we understand our times. Do we see the signs, and based on them, how will we respond to such violence, darkness, and death? Today, the Holy Father, Pope Francis, has called for a world day of prayer, fasting, and penance. Before the sign of war, God desires to raise up a contrary sign, a sign of peace. Prayer is the foundation of peace in society because through prayer, God can remove violence and hatred from our hearts. Through prayer, we can even ask God to bless our enemies so that they may find Him and the war may end. Fasting is a powerful spiritual force. Through human weakness and in solidarity with the physical suffering of our sisters and brothers, fasting becomes a sword of peace. It breaks strongholds, it obtains abundant graces, and calls us to deeper conversion by finding our strength in the grace of God. Penance is the spiritual path by which we seek to make our whole life a living sacrifice to God. Our illnesses, our difficulties, and struggles, we do not have to look for penances. By accepting the suffering that is ours and offering it to God with serenity and love, united to the cross of Christ, the difficulties of life and even the sinfulness of the world are overcome by love. Today, let us read the signs of the time. It is time to pray, to fast, and to offer our sacrifices, begging God to bring peace to the world. Let us listen to these words of Mother Adela. Our difficult times require an adequate response, a response that recognizes that the Lord is the only one who can help humanity to find the path of truth and peace. All for the heart of Jesus, through the heart of Mary.